So as you can see, here I have some XLZ files, so that means zipped XLF files, and they can be sometimes a little bit difficult to work with. So if you want to extract them to their containing XLF files and to their source files, then what you can do, you can simply select them, and you can drag and drop them onto Bohemicus. And now once in Bohemicus, you just click this unpack XLF from XLZ, so this button here. So you just click it, and as you can see, everything will now be nicely extracted. You can sort it by type. So as you can see, here we have the XLF files, and here we have the source files from the XLZ files. So now if you want to edit them, you can edit these XLF files, XML localization interchange file format, anywhere you want. So for the sake of argument, let's edit that in MemoQ. So let's just quickly set up a project. So we can now use some machine translation for this. Maybe Google, okay. And so this is already translated, so let's translate this one, and maybe, I don't know, this one, right. So now we have translated it a little bit. So what we can do, we can actually export it back into XLF. So export stored path. Okay, it's been now exported. Now we can go back to this original folder, and as you can see, MemoQ unfortunately creates a new file with this extension CZE in this case. So what I can do with this is to delete the original file and simply rename this file back to its original name. And now when I want to actually create the original XLZ file from this newly translated file, so what I can do, I can go to Bohemicus again, and I just drag and drop this file onto Bohemicus, and now I can press this another button here, Pack XLF into XLZ. So I just click it, and as you can see, Bohemicus will create a new folder with this newly translated XLZ file. Now when I double click it, as you can see, it will be nicely translated. So these are the sectors that I just translated in MemoQ. Yeah, so nowadays you can actually translate the XLZ format also in MemoQ and even in Trados. But this method might be useful sometimes, maybe in some older versions of Trados or MemoQ, or maybe sometimes, as I read on translators forums on pros.com. For some translators, it just didn't work. They tried to translate this XLZ format in Trados, but then when converting it back to the original XLZ, they had some issues. The translations were not registered in the file. They were not present in the file. So this Bohemicus solution might be interesting in these cases when you have some problems, because Bohemicus will actually upload your newly created XLF file into this original XLZ file, and it will replace this XLF file in the XLZ file. So this might be a useful solution. So one more thing for those who don't really know what this XLZ format is. So here we have it. That's actually a zipped file. So if you want to look into it and if you want to see what it looks like, and what you can do, you can just rename the extension. So let's just add zip. And as you can see, it will be changed to the classic zip, which you can now nicely unpack. And as you can see, this XLZ file actually consists of this XLF file, which is always called content. and this skeleton.skl, I don't know what it is. That's I think it's something. It has something to do with formatting. And also it consists of this source file, which can be in various formats such as Microsoft Excel or Word or IDML, and it actually contains the very original file. As you can see, we extracted here in the beginning of this video. These source files can of course be very useful when you are just translating your file in Trados, in MemoQ, in wherever you want, and you want to see what the text looks like in the very original source file. So this is how you actually use Bohemicus to extract your XLZ files into something a little bit more usable.